Tell me who you are!
I am the Iron Fist.
Hey everybody, welcome to this edition of Telemazing. Today we're going to be talking about the 3-view of Iron Fist on Netflix. We got Tony Fox, we got Carla Montero here, and of course we're going to be talking about the most talked about show as of right now. At the time of this recording, Iron Fist that just got released. When I gave you guys, this is the 3-view you guys are doing, what was your initial reactions? That you wanted to kill me? That you wanted to initially stab me? Okay, good.
No, like, when I first got that you were going to give us Iron Fist, I was... like, I already, didn't want to watch it, but I'm glad that you gave it to us, because I secretly wanted to watch it.
Okay, good.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm glad I was able to...
Because it was, so bad, when they released the trailer, that I was just like, well, how bad is it? You know, when somebody's like, hey, smell this. I'm gonna smell it. Even if it smells horrible, I gotta smell it.
Okay,
you know?
Of course, yeah. It's just about the experience. You're like,
Yes.
because you're gonna regret it. You're like, oh, I should have smelled it.
Oh. Yeah.
I was unenthused.
Yeah. Was the premise believable? Was it something that got you at least interested?
Watching the first episode, just seeing what they did with it, made it not believable for some reason. The way they acted with it.
Okay.
Made it unbelievable.
So
you're okay with the premise, you're just not okay with how they went about the premise.
Yes. Is that, yeah.
Okay. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
I basically second that. I don't have an issue with mystical hoo-ha voodoo happening because I like comic books and I like fantasy and science fiction. So I'm fine with that. The problem is that's not how you would behave if you came back after 15 years. The problem is those aren't the reactions you would have to someone suddenly saying that they're this person you lost. The problem is that's not how people talk.
Starting off with, let's go episode by episode. Episode 1! How are we feeling after episode 1?
Episode 1 was rough.
Okay.
It was very rough. What I said before, the dialogue in it, that's, like she said, it's not how people talk. It is not how you would greet someone who you haven't seen in 15 years or just write them off immediately.
If you haven't been home for 15 years and this is finally you're going back, you have thought this through. You know what you're going to say. You know how you're going to, what you're going to bring up to prove it. You're going to be like, I know this sounds crazy, but I swear to gosh, I'm down you. And he's just like, whoa, these guys don't believe me. No!
Well, you
no,
came in the building with no shoes on, you smell, did you really think this through?
Yeah.
And it's not like he had no socialization. Up to a certain age, he was socialized, so he does know what modern Western civilization is like to a certain extent because he spent a good chunk of his formative years in it. Why did they cast Finn Jones? He's not famous? So he doesn't bring star power in?
Neither with the guy who played Luke Cage and neither with the guy
I
who played
have
Daredevil.
many things to say about this. Hold on. He is not famous and does not bring star power. He is not he's not good at martial arts. He doesn't bring that to the table. In fact, he doesn't even have movement training. You see him try to do the simple lifts and it's shaky. And he's supposed to be a martial arts master. He's not handsome like a Henry Cavill or something where you're like, okay, well, all right. And he can't act. He can't act his way out of a paper bag. Why?
I don't know Finn Jones at all. I personally thought there was issues. The whole cast has issues. So I'm not going to just... It's unfair for me to just go after Finn Jones when it's not like he was working with the best either.
He's the lead.
He's not working with the best either. So I'm not going to criticize it. And also a lot of that also has to do with the writing. Yes. So I would also argue with that too. All the shows, in my opinion, there are points where I go the acting is but they get saved by the writing. So they're defended well. While this one is more of the openings of the wounds because acting and writing and directing and editing and even the cinematography at some points were fine, but I just found myself in open spaces a lot.
Yeah, no, the writing is the worst thing about it.
End of first episode. You're feeling...
It was bad. The dialogue was bad. The acting was bad. Even the fight scenes, because even sometimes when the dialogue's so bad, you're like, the fight scenes are going to redeem it. Fight scenes did nothing. It was slow. Even in Daredevil, where some of the fight scenes, you'd be like, ooh! Some of the hits were hard. This seemed
that one old boy style scene in the first episode where they throw the microwave and it's in that passageway and you're like, oh.
Yeah. But
And
the
more
fight
than
scenes didn't even redeem it. So
Mhm.
for
No.
me, I was ready to, like, I'm done.
My feeling was, okay, 33% of the way there.
That's the end of episode 1. Episode 2.
Yes.
How are we feeling? Worse? Better? At least?
66% of the way there.
It was opening up a little bit with the, like, just the story itself maybe intrigued me a little bit to, like, okay, maybe I could get behind some things, but the scenes continued to lack any, like, motivation, or it's just, like, they're long scenes, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Episode
like,
2 had
da,
more.
da,
Yeah.
You say things. Da 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 da. It's like, if they were cold reading this, that's what it was like in scenes.
So we have more Harold Meacham moments, which are still not good, but at least they're campy villain entertaining at times.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, this is still not good, but it's better. The psychiatrist guy actually did okay sometimes, and there were actually a couple solid moments there.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's a better episode than episode 1.
Yeah. Hey, progress is progress.
And
Either
I was
way.
actually thinking, like, because we talked about how Ward is so, like,
Mm-hmm.
there, but, I mean, he is taking drugs and, like, a lot of muscle relaxers, and, like, in the later episodes
Yeah.
where he smashes his hand.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
I feel like his character does make a step up
Yeah.
from where he started.
Mhm.
Like,
Even a character in stillness there's still always behavior happening. There's still always listening to what people are saying. He doesn't register when people talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do anything, and that's not how we behave as humans. That's so much of
Right.
what the art acting is showing that you're listening to other people and constantly reacting. I mean, even if you think about Stranger Things, 11, who has ostensibly very little to do. She's not saying much, and she's actually being very still herself. You can't take your eyes off of her because she's always listening. She's always taking in everything and thinking about, well, okay, how do I survive now? And you see that in the girl's performance.
Episode 3. How are we feeling?
um,
Worse than after episode 2, or like is it still?
It got
is it better?
more bearable to
Okay.
watch. But I found myself laughing every time he, like, quotes one of his senseis, or, like, does this deep, meaningful,
Mhm.
like Danny does.
Mhm.
I'm just like, it's comical. It's supposed to be like a serious moment. He's supposed to be like wisdom on you, but, like,
I do roll my eyes.
it's comical.
Episode 3. How are you feeling? Better than season? Is it better than episode 2?
Carrie Ann
is it-
Moss was there, so yes. Iron Fist gets his power from an Asian lineage. From a specific, and gets to be the chosen one. He gets to be the one with the Iron Fist. This white kid becomes the chosen one of an Asian culture.
I mean,
That's so it's the story of it's a white savior story in a lot of ways. And that's a problem for me. And it's not a surmountable problem.
do we really? You don't want to recommend it to people. You don't want to recommend it to people. I don't want to recommend it.
I mean,
to people.
I will continue to watch, but I would not recommend it.
It's like Swiss cheese. It's the holes.
But I love Swiss
Well,
cheese
a lot
though.
of
So
A
holes.
lot of
a
holes.
lot
I
of
get it.
holes, but it was still good. So I don't know if that's a great example. Okay, opinion. I love Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese is delicious. Okay, it's like something with lots of holes in it. It's like lace, but ugly lace.
And that's it. That is the 3 of you of Iron Fist. If you agree with our assessment or you completely disagree and think it's amazing, make sure you comment below and let us know. Along with that, if you're new to Telemazing, we appreciate you checking us out. We have videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Along with that, new articles going up on Wednesday and a podcast every Monday. So subscribe so you can get all those awesome content. So for Tony and for Carla, I'm Joseph Wamba. Thank you for watching. Now go watch some TV.